Hello everybody, it's me Donovan, the Disc Golf Hunter and the Disc Golf Princess. We are back. It's been a long 45 days, 60 days, something like that. We've been on lockdown, and now at the beginning of May, they've eased up on restrictions, and we decided we could come out and play some golf. So we're here at Walnut Hallow, which is probably one of the greatest courses around in this area. Very difficult, very long, very challenging. Developed by Dana Vici, who's an amazing designer. He's done a great job. It's a full 18-hole course, and there's also a short pitch and putt 6-hole course on here. I've done a video once before the grand opening, but today we're going to do a little more in-depth review of it, show a little more footage. We've already teed off. We're on hole 1, and I'll just give you guys some highlights about the course. There's some really good stuff here. 2, 3, and 4 are very long, very tough, so we'll talk about those in a bit. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad to be back. Let's go play some golf. Okay, so we're coming up on hole 2. It's a little bit of a walk from the basket, but the first hole is like 360, something like that, maybe. And then you get to hole 2 and it's 888 feet. Like this, don't mess around, just straight to it. 2, 3, and 4, I think combined are like over 2,000 feet, something like that. This is it, hole number 2. It's 888 feet. And the first part of this hole, right through this gap here, and that makes it difficult. You just get through that gap, and then you got nothing but fairway. You can throw some bombers down there. I don't have a big arm, so it's very rare. Usually a 5 is good for me, but let's take a look at it. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Haven't been filming much, but there's the fairway behind us. That's probably 650 feet, and we got another 200 here. I've basically been in this bush the entire time. I know this has been basically on the edge of the fairway, but she's shooting great. So I'm laying 5, 4. I got a 150 footer for par. Okay, well, even though we played that from the rough the whole way, we did have a decent 40 footer for par, but we missed it. Alyssa took an 8. She missed her short putt. The wind is kicking out here, so that is a factor, but that's a really long hole, really tough. And then you get to hole 3, which is also very long and very challenging. It requires 2 really well placed shots to even consider a birdie. It's a par 4. I know I can't do it, but I just try to get to a 4. Very tough. So it's 721 feet, and let's take a look. So as you can see, the first challenge is just getting down this fairway. You want to get past that gap where those 2 dead trees are, and then give yourself a chance to try to go hyzer around the big bushes up there, which we'll get to when we get closer. So here we go. So now, usually the second shot, you've got this big set of bushes right here, and then the basket's probably another 375 feet or so. So you really want to kind of around the bushes. I'm not very close, so we'll see what we can do here. Try to get it just near the bushes, and then I'm going to lay up and tap in for a 4. That's the goal, just trying to play for par.
Perfect shot.
Woo! All right, we threw the trespass from a standstill there, and I didn't think it had enough oomph on it, but it did get up there, and it faded around the corner. So we're still probably 150 feet away, but I can't get there with my noodle arm. So my goal always on this hole is just to play for par. So Alyssa shot hers and she faded a little hard. She's directly behind the bushes. Let's see how she decides to play it. Good shot. All right, what'd you do there? What'd you throw?
Musket.
What was it thinking?
Big hyzer around the bush.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell.
On that disc, really for that shot only, because for my arm speed, it's just gonna hyzer out after about 100 feet.
Right, now that's a chameleon musket, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a chameleon musket, much more stable. And there's a crosswind left to right. I'm sorry, right to left. And so she threw right into it, which takes advantage, because as soon as it just starts to hyzer, the wind gets under the plate and pushes it across. So she's good. She's around the corner. I should be around the corner. Let's see if we can't get ourselves some pars. Get up there. Did you film all that? That is hole 3. Took a 5. So,
6.
like I said, I think this course is very tough. I've never shot even on it. And it's really these first 3 holes. If you can't get through here without par, it's going to be tough to catch up. Anyway, on to the next hole 4, which is another tough one. Let's check it out. So now hole 4, 693 feet. This is a very well designed hole. It goes out and then doglegs left all the way down. Very thin fairway. And then the basket's on the right hand side under some trees. Right now, this whole area is out of bounds. In the late summer, they grow crops here, corn or alfalfa, whatever. So in the late summer, you got these tall cornfields that really change the dynamic of the hole. But you really want to just kind of get down into that thin fairway and then give yourself a decent upshot. So it's a tough one. I've taken 5s and 6s no problem on this hole. So another great thing about this course, Dana Vici did a good job on it, is these amazing huge round tee pads on these big holes like this. That way you got a lot of different angles to work with and really just, you know, maximize your throw. So good job, Dana. All right, so there's the tee pad around this corner here, and then all the way down, and the baskets doop, doop. It's a very tough hot shot. First shot, you want to get down this tiny little corridor, and then if you're a right-hand backhanded player, it's really tough to throw your second shot. You got to put something understable that's going to fade to the right and not go out of bounds. So here we go. Second shot was just on the edge of the bounds, and we got a decent shot for approach at a par. Ooh.
Get off it.
Ooh. Oh, there you go. That was hole 4. Now, to say that we're a little rusty is an understatement, but we are having fun. And I did take a 4, so that's good on that hole. And let's take a 6, which is not too bad. So from now on, we're just gonna, I think for the next several holes, once you get through 4, it gets a little less crazy, and there's some birdie opportunities and things.
Back up on 10.
So yeah, we'll definitely talk to you on 10. That's what I think is the signature hole of this course. Beautiful, beautiful shot. In the meantime, enjoy this slow motion montage. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's see. Slow motion for you. Slow motion for you. this is hole 9, 201 feet. Just slide it over the hill. Perfect ace run. So let's call this today's Wicked Ace Run, sponsored by Wicked Aces Disc Golf. What are you throwing? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm throwing VIP Maiden.
You gonna ace it?
I am.
That's it.
You gonna watch? Nope. I lied, bro. All right, so we just finished 9, no ace run. But if you go to wickedacesdg.com and use my code DGH2020, you'll get 15% off your entire order. So do that now. Okay, we're walking up on hole 10. This to me is the signature hole of this course. There have been some amazing holes already, but I think this is the one that really belongs on a postcard. 423 feet downhill. A couple different lines you can take. There's a straight line here, which is kind of a flat, low shot, hyzer, and go left into the green. Also, you go on the outside here, you can throw like a big Annie over, you throw a big forehand over, and just try to get under the tree canopy in there. This line here, this S-curve line, that's all OB. This is normally farmland, what we talked about earlier. An absolute gorgeous hole. Really well designed. Again, good job, Dana. So let's see what we can do. What are you doing?
Metal flake escape.
Metal flakes, spakily, spickily, licky, licky, licky.
And I prefer the outside.
All right, she's gonna take the outside line. That's good, or the right line, we'll call it. Get through that tree. Oh. Yeah. So you see that line's tight and tough. The big tree gets in the way, but if you can get through there, it's pretty awesome. And so I'm gonna go with the other route, which is the big Annie around the left side, and then try to just float it in there. So here we go. I'm throwing a Chameleon Fury. So you see Alyssa took the right side and she went a little farther right, but she got past that tree, was starting to fade into the fairway, hit a little branch, knocked her down, but she's in a pretty good spot where she can get up and down for par. My turnover just kept turning and kept going and get going. It didn't float out, it didn't fade out, so I just went right past the basket and I'm probably 100 feet away and I'm deep in the rough. So we'll see if we have a look. But again, it's a great course. It's a beautiful day. It's been nice to get back out into the weather. We've been on we've been at the stay-at-home order, on lockdown, quarantine, working from home for like 60 days, 45 days, somewhere in that range. So we're grateful to be out here. Smash the like button if you haven't. You know, all that obligatory YouTube verbiage. Beautiful shot. Alyssa put that Maverick right down the pipe and it got a nice little flare on the bottom and she's right up on the basket. So she should be able to put that in for par, and let's go see what happened to me. Well, that was a horrible shot. So now we got a 25 footer to save par. So that was hole 10. We both missed our par putts. We took bogeys because clearly we haven't been practicing during the quarantine like we should be. But you know, whatever. We're having a good time. Ah, yes, we just finished 18 holes. First game out of quarantine. Didn't shoot the best, but we had a great time. Had some great shots. Must have played well. So that's the Walnut Hallow. It's a great course. It's in Cary. If you get a chance, come down here and check it out. I think it's a championship level course. And I'm looking forward to seeing some tournaments played here and see what kind of scores are gonna warrant a 1,000 rating or plus. Because I mean, I'm just pretty much an amateur, and I can never shoot even close to even. I shot +5. So anyway, it's a great course. Come check it out. Come challenge yourself. Have some fun. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, go visit the sponsors, all that good stuff. We'll see you at the next one. Cheers.